And in business news, the United States government has restated its commitment aimed at improving ties with Nigerian businesses through investments and creating more opportunities to strengthen entrepreneurship. This assurance was given by the U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for Educational and Cultural Affairs, Lee Startfield, at an indoor exhibition of art in Lagos. Abimbola Akintaju covered the report.
Every year, March is designated Women's History Month, set aside to honor women's contributions to history and the nation's development. To celebrate this year's Women's History Month, the U.S. government put together an exhibition of art titled The Strength of a Woman to celebrate Nigerian women playing in the arts and business community.
We're showcasing the work of graduates of the Academy of Women Entrepreneurs, which is a U.S. government-sponsored program here in Nigeria to support female entrepreneurs, to help them take their business ideas or their small businesses and grow them.
Strength of a Woman is all about, collaboration between the United States, to show people out there that we have dynamic, unique women who are doing fantastic well. I tell you, this field is like a male-dominant field, but I tell you, the few female among them are very strong. They stand firm and they are doing great piece.
High points of the event were 5 female artists whose works were highlighted and the showcasing of products by alumni of the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs, a U.S. government exchange program that helps women start and grow their businesses.
It's about bilateral trade, so U.S. trade to Nigeria and supporting Nigerian trade to the United States. So a lot of the work that we do with the Academy of Women Entrepreneurs is about supporting these young entrepreneurs and helping them develop an export strategy, helping them get certified to bring their goods into the United States. And under the Africa Growth and Opportunities Act, AGOA, they're allowed to export duty-free.
We need to really financially include women entrepreneurs. Part of one of the things that we're working towards is having women have a minimum of 20% of procurement from governments, and of course facilities for women, involvement of women, in decision making when it comes to entrepreneurs.
Everyone here agrees that Nigerian women are breaking barriers and redefining traditional gender roles in entrepreneurship with their unwavering determination to stand out at all times.
Estate surveyors operating in the country want the government to put measures in place to control factors that lead to high cost of building materials across the country. Speaking at the handing over ceremony of the 15th chairman of the Estate Surveyors and Valuers Registration Board of Nigeria in Abuja, they say the cost of production is beyond the control of any professional operating in the building value chain. Helen Osamede Akins reports.
The increase in the prices of building materials across the country is no doubt increasing the challenges of the building sector. This is despite federal government's efforts to ameliorate these challenges by boosting accessibility to affordable housing. But beyond government's efforts to reduce the cost of cement, these professionals want government to put institutions in place to address some factors of productions like electricity and others.
Government has to put a strong institution to control most of what we cannot control. For instance, where do we have steel rolling mills in Nigeria? So it has to be imported. Where do we have cement? We are lucky. 99% of cement is local. But where is the power? When you talk about power, the cement plants need a lot of power, and power is almost, let me not say zero, almost zero.
We must look at the source, because the source of increase of every price of goods in this country has been linked to foreign exchange. We want to cooperate with the government to ensure that this exchange rate stabilizes. It's very, very important.
Estate Surveyors and Values Registration Board of Nigeria is charged with the responsibility of regulating and controlling the practice of estate surveying and valuation in all its aspects and ramifications. Today marks a new dawn for the body as the 16th chairman took over office.
We want to see whether we are occupying the effectively legal space given to us by Decree 24 of 1975. That's Cap 111. Law of Nigeria 1990. That's the law that confers recognition of us. we are supposed to supervise, nurture a number of academic disciplines, professional disciplines, for example, property management.
The new leadership has promised to build on a legacy of previous leaders to achieve growth and development of the society. Helen Osamede Kings, TVC News, Abuja.
The stock market again recorded lower indices in various sectors following persistent profit-taking. Effiong reports.
Previous weeks of higher shares prices now tempt many investors and fund managers in the stock market to go for profit takings on their investments. The trend, which began on Monday, continues Tuesday, leading to market index to drop by 0.11% in response to crashes of shares prices. Transcorp PLC and MTN Nigeria were most affected by the price drop, each trading downward by more than 3%. The market lost cumulative value of over 2 billion naira on the back of shares prices drops. Other stocks with depressed values included Zenith Bank, GT Holdings, and Transcorp Power. First Bank Holding was able to make a 9% value gain as investors moved in favor of its shares. Other trade gainers included United Capital, Flour Mills, WAPCO Cements, and UBA. The volume of deals crossed on the floor was 306 million units, while trade value showed 7.5 billion naira. Market watchers say the current trade corrections may not last long. Effiong Eko, TVC News, Lagos.
Wrapping up the business news now, Bitcoin fell by 5.7% today, on track for its largest one-day drop in 2 weeks as a wave of selling hits cryptocurrencies and other risk assets such as stocks. Price slid 4.2% at $64,550, having dropped to 2 weeks low of $63,555, but still showing a 52% gain for the year so far. While Ether fell 4.4% to $3,335. Latest data also reveals that price hit a record high of $74,000 last week, which has triggered some profit taking and suggested the Federal Reserve may not cut interest rates this year as many had previously thought. On the flip side, smaller tokens known as the Altcoin have drawn inflows of their own. The Solana token has gained 19%, while Avalanche coin has risen by 17%. Analysts anticipate market recalibration as investors seek equilibrium amid unprecedented inflows into spot Bitcoin ETFs.